Hey everybody, it is Mike from Baltimore Rides here, wrapping up my Sunday, September 24th night, and I've got some great news for you guys. I left the house a little bit later than usual. I slept in a little bit late, and then I kind of hung around with the kids for just a little bit. And I knew what I needed to do today. I knew I needed to get at least 10 trips to make the remainder of my quest goal. I knew that I needed to get at least $100 to combine with that to get me where I wanted to be. And guess what, guys? It is 8:45 p.m. and I'm done for the night. So basically did it in about 4.5 hours, roughly. Let's call it 5 hours. Let's just round up to 9 p.m. But I got down to the city. I did not get any rides in on my way, which was kind of unfortunate. But I got a ride once I got to like Silver Spring, and then that was really where, I was able to kind of catch a ride from there. It was actually a pool ride that took me all the way down into the city. And then I had a good night. It was kind of consistent numbers. It was steady the whole way through. I never really had a chance to catch my breath. And the next thing I know, it was, 8 something, and I look down and I've got my 10 trips in. They've added my quest money in, and I was like right around $100. So I'm pretty much done for the night, guys. I was originally gonna kind of stay out here and grind and do some Lyft money, but I'll tell you what, I did not take a half day early in the week because, I was really trying to get to that number. And so I'm going to take a half day tonight, and I'm going to go home and get some R&R. I'm off Monday, so this way I'll actually be able to get a good night's sleep tonight and then not be a zombie on Monday. I can do some of the things I need to get done. So, wrapping up early, but I finished the week at, oh God, I got to do math now. Payable to me is $1,033. Now, the reason why it's only $1,000 and not $1,100 is because my Uber lease payment comes out on Sunday. So they add that deduction in on Sunday. So the real number is 1147. 1147 is something like that. 1150, 1147. Somewhere around there is what I actually made this week. So let's call it 1150 even numbers. It's within a few bucks of that either way. Minus $117 for the lease. I think I had some tip credits that added after the week was resolved, so that's why it's not $120 like my normal lease payment is. But either way, it's I walk out of there after the lease payment with $1,000 plus, and that was my goal. That's my new stretch goal for myself as a DC driver. I feel with Quest twice a week, a midweek quest and then a weekend quest with the consistency of DC and the better boost numbers and or surge. I feel that 1150 is kind of a good target. I really do. So I'm done. I think that's the wonderful thing about this is that, while I could stay out here, it's only 9 o'clock, and I could try and grind for like another 3 or 4 hours. The city's pretty sleepy on a Sunday. Last Sunday, I think I only did 150. And I'm fine with quitting early. I really am. I feel like it's a great thing to be able to say, hey, you know what? I got my goal, and I'm going to pack it in for the night. As a trade-off for the nights when I end up staying out later, like the other night when I stayed out till 3:30, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. So, that's the beauty of this equation is that once you hit your target, you have to have the sense to unplug. And it's perfect timing. It really is. Because now I can go home, I can get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow I'm off. It feels good to be able to do this. I'm glad it worked out this way. And that's really my goal, guys. That's my goal now, is to use the quest money, which was, an extra 125 plus, what was it, 55 or 65, whatever the number, $60, let's call it. So $180 of free money just for doing what I'm already doing anyway. Thank you, Uber. Thank you. I'll take it. You know, am I disappointed that I didn't really get any Lyft trips this week? A little bit. A little bit. I know I need to carve time into that. The math isn't there right now. It just makes no sense to focus on Lyft when I've got all these Uber incentives that are paying me money. So, you know, that may be a problem down the road, but I will try and use Lyft. I will. I really will. I got to work on that. But other than that, guys, you know, it was a great night tonight. It was quick. City was in really good spirits. And that's kind of how I'm going to leave this video. It's going to be a nice short one. But I'm just going to let you guys know that, like, it is doable. I was talking to somebody tonight, setting goals, setting expectations for yourself. And, you know, and I used to run, you know, I was an assistant manager. I was in the management track. I was doing all this stuff in retail. You know, before that, I worked in the mortgage industry. I've done a lot of different things. I've sold stuff. You know, if you have goals for yourself and expectations, and then you manage those numbers and kind of break them down into measurables, you know, that's how you achieve your goals. You know, you can't have a plan until you have a goal. Once you have a goal, then you have to come up with a plan to get there. Otherwise, it's just a dream. And this is all kind of cheesy sounding, but it's the truth. You know, that's the difference between dreams and goals, is you have a plan to get a goal, to achieve it. You don't really have a plan for a dream. It's just something you really want, you know. There you go. You know, right now I want to have a Jeep Wrangler. That would be kind of like my fun car. But I don't have a plan to get there yet, so it's just a dream at this point. You know, that's my 2018 project. You know, but I'm not there yet. So right now I've got a couple other things that are more pressing on the priority list of things that I need to address. So that will continue to be a dream for the time to come until it's something that I can plan for. So, you know, that's how you do this stuff, guys. You set expectations. When I started, my number was 1,000. You know, now it's 1,150. Will I continue to raise it? I don't know. I really don't. You know, I would love to say I can grow my business exponentially and I can continue to increase. I just don't have enough data yet to say if that's doable or not. I think it's completely reasonable to raise my goals given the consistency of DC right now versus what I was doing before. But, you know, I don't know what the top end of that is. I don't know if this is the maximum or if I can squeeze even more out of DC myself. So we'll just continue to experiment. You know, part of that is just comfortability with the roads, the neighborhoods, the areas that are target rich and the areas that are not. You know, and I think as I get more knowledgeable with the city and better at navigating the city, better at knowing where to be and where not to be in the city, you know, more strategic in how I get into the city and how I can kind of make money while I'm on my way to work and then make money on my way home from work. You know, those are all ways that I can squeeze extra dollars out of my day, and that's my goal. You know, but I'm just slowly working there. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's definitely something you work on slowly, and you just get a little bit better at it each day. So everybody have a great night. You know, I'm real happy with my week. I hope you guys had a good week too. For those of you that are already out there driving, I hope your week was profitable. I hope you came close to your goals or exceeded them. If you didn't, and you're frustrated at yourself, that's okay. It's completely okay to accept that you can be frustrated. You know, I don't want you to not feel frustrated if you missed your goal. You know, but do a little bit of, you know, like regroup and say, okay, what did I do? What didn't work? What did work? You know, what do I want to do next week differently? Remember that whole definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. You know, so if you're frustrated and you're not making your goals, it's time to change your strategy for Uber a little bit. Not necessarily stop doing Uber, but just tweak what you're doing, where you're driving, how you're dealing with your customers, that kind of stuff. You know, the recipe, just got to manipulate the recipe a little bit. So, you know, hope you guys are doing okay out there. If you're not and you need help, ask me. I will be glad to help you figure out what you can do differently, or, I'll tell you what I think where you're driving is good or where you're driving is bad. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll give you my honest opinion. So that's it. But you guys have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. So enjoy Monday without me, and that'll be like your vacation from me. Everybody have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.